Alright, we're on hole number 3 of the Winter Major. And like all these par 3s, when you're playing one-on-one, you're going to have to play this with whatever you brought. So if you were playing something or practicing with whatever clubs or whatever the deal, whatever ball you have. But I play a lot with my Saturn, and I'm telling you that with the big enough ball, you can get your red lines somewhere on that side of that, and you can come at it with a Saturn and a club that's got a lot of side spin, and those clubs that club works really good in this area, and I can avoid this altogether. Now I know that you can do a shot from over here, but you're on this hillside. You can see this hill goes down, so if you pick the spot right here and you hit it perfect, it's going to hit that spot and end up where you want. If you hit it great to the left and it hits higher up on that hillside, it's going to take a different bounce from there, and it's not necessarily going to go in that same direction. I mean, it may go over here, or it may pull it on the inside. So if you hit it high, it's probably going to take an irregular bounce to the left, and if you hit it low, it's going to take an irregular bounce to the right. And so you can end up in an odd area. And if I can or you can end up doing something weird down here, clipping the rough down here. I don't want to deal with rough. I don't want to deal with sand or anything on these. I want to get my birdie and go home. So I always want to find the shot that I can do that guarantees me no matter what, even no matter how bad you hit it, you're going to still get a birdie. And then from that spot, then I try and dial it in so that I give myself a hole-in-one shot. But my first goal is to just try and get on this side. And I've only played this hole like once. So maybe twice. So let's go into Golf Clash. And let's make sure we got the right stuff. So we got a Saturn, and I'm going to take a Kingmaker. I'm going to take the Kingmaker because I think it puts me right at the spot for my red line. Now, depending on the wind, if we have a big tailwind here, we may have to drop down one ball, just depending if we got to give ourselves enough room to adjust out the wind. If we can get out there, there we go. Okay, so got our Saturn. Where's our red lines? We're up here towards maximum. Could probably drop down a ball. I'm going to drop down to a Katana. And that's going to put me more towards max, so that means the numbers are going to be a little bit more accurate as opposed to trying to pick some in-between number. And I'm going to be 2 rings out. So we're at max, so 3-4 is a little over a ring and a half. And I'm trying to figure out the shot too much. That's all right. We're using this as a practice round. I've been missing putts, so. And one of them we tested out our red lines. So now we kind of know where we want to be to get that. So it's going to be maximum backspin and however much side spin we can get that's left in there. We're going to be 2 rings off from the rough. We need to find a third point so that we can wedge that in, and we can start there and then start dialing it in. We may have to take off a little backspin and add a little more side spin, or we can adjust it out. So we're right, there's our max club. Okay, max backspin and however much side spin we can get that's left in it. Maybe 2 rings off, and my white ring just cleared, is right at the edge of the sand. Okay, and we're not going to make any curl adjustment or anything. We just want to see where it ends up. But we're shooting on the other side of the sand, and we're not taking any of that stuff into account. We're taking it completely out of play. Unfortunately, I hit that grate, so we won't get a good read on it. But that's a guaranteed, absolutely 100% get your birdie and go home, and we can dial that in. Like, I don't know, I won't know where that goes until I hit that shot and I hit it perfect, so I can see where it's at, so we can dial it in. That's why it's so important to hit perfect on those shots to the green. And this course has a lot of shots that we're going to be hitting towards the green. We're going to have to chip on with our short iron. There's several of these holes as we play them throughout the week that you're going to be using. You're going to have to do those chip-in shots. So we're going to have to get that stuff down as the week goes on these holes. All right. That was hole number 3, par 3 of the Winter Major, Maple Bay. Thanks for watching.